go live button before I was actually ready to go. Because I wanted to do a quick live before I attended my meditation. So here we are. So maybe that was on purpose. Okay. Um, I finished my book. I was reading a Suzanne Clark book called Piranesi. Piranesi. My goodness, Lord have mercy. It's a page turner. I heard it was a quick book, so I was like, okay. I saw it recommended twice, and I heard the description of it, and it sound like a movie that's coming out. It sounds similar to a movie that's done came out by now and that's in theaters. So I was like, that book sounds like a movie. Let me read it and see what it be about. So I read it. It took me 2 days to read it. I read it, and it's a page turner because it really get going. It's really short. It's about 200 and something pages. So it gets going. You ain't gotta wait for it to start. And then when it get going, it keep going. Um oh my goodness. So I wouldn't mind spoiling this book, like talking about it in details and like my perspective, how I was feeling about the book, because I kind of got anxious a little bit after things were being revealed. Because first, the one of the main characters in the book, he's reading, and so I'm like, okay, so he's reading, and we waiting to see what he gonna read, and then it's like, is he gonna read it? And I'm like, yeah, read it. And at first he don't want to read it, and then I'm like, we gotta wait. We gotta see if he gonna read it or not gonna read it. So we like secondhand readers, waiting on him to read, and then I'm gonna try not to spoil it, but I would like to express myself as fully as I can. And I I had questions before he even started reading. I had questions. So I already was on the right track. I was like, wait a minute now. After a few of them, I was like, hold on, what? and then, uh, towards the end, and then and I'm starting to try and code it a little bit. Uh, uh, the question is asked because I was wondering the same thing, and then I and then you got to remember like what he was reading about the character and what hits forth and vis-a-vis and so that could have been that type of situation or whatever. Oh my goodness, Lord have mercy. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. That might be like I kind of want to say it's the uh a best read of 2026, but I don't want to say that, but I do want to say that. So I had fun reading it. So far I don't even know what the other 3 books I done read. I kind of done forgot about them books. Just because I've been doing other things besides reading this year. Um, I'm not remembering my books off the top of my head like that. Like I gotta go back and look and see. I done read like 4 books now. Yay! I got a goal of 15 uh, this year. My goal is set to 15 books. How did I get the number 15? I think that's how many books were on my wish list. I think. I think that's how I got the number 15. But yeah, I got some more questions that didn't get answered. Um, oh my goodness. Um, just not necessarily more questions, but one question. I got one question that didn't get answered. Uh, I thought it would be revealed, but it wasn't. Uh, and then what I did, I guess I do have some more questions because I got that question, and then I got that question, then I got that question. Ooh, wee. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find me a place to spoil it. I wouldn't mind this being a place to spoil it. I kind of wouldn't mind this being a place to spoil the books, but I mean, if you guys are gonna listen to me talk about it and go and read it, I try and give that opportunity. That's why I don't come out and spoil it intentionally. Oh, so I'm gonna have to locate some people that done read it and see if we could talk about it. Yeah, that's an option. Because I got like specific questions as to what was what and what's going on and oh my goodness. And how oh my goodness, how I was feeling, boy. I had my hands on my head, Lord. I ain't know which, well, I tell you, I ain't gonna say no more, but I'm trying, I wouldn't mind expressing myself fully because I am really, 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 really holding back my self expression. And I don't too much like how that feel. I like when I'm able to express myself fully. Um, and enjoy the thrills and the feels of what I'm sharing or how I'm sharing. So yeah, there's that. And I was trying to think. I was like, well, maybe I need to make this a book club read because then that way, in each part of the book, we can say what we would like to say, and there's no spoilers because each section of the book is sectioned out, and if you're not at that section, then you don't see what we're talking about. But when you get to the section to share, then you join in on the conversation. So I don't know how I'm gonna other than what I just mentioned, maybe looking for some people that read the book. So that's my reading. That's my reading update. Um, I think I know what book I'm gonna read next after this live stream. Before I turned this live stream on, I was wondering what book am I gonna read next. I was like, oh, what book am I gonna read now? But now that I've had this live stream, I know what book I'm going to read. I was thinking about it while I was reading the other one. I'm going to read another book. So I was recommended Suzanne Clark's book this year, I think. I don't think I saw that book last year. If I did, I ain't paying no attention to it, but I saw it this year and I read it too sweet. I'm gonna read a book that's been on my wish list since last year. Like maybe I don't know, between October and December. I'm gonna read I know what book it is. I know what book I've been seeing it recommended. I've been seeing it recommended. I'm finally ready to read it. Heard I've heard book reviews on it, and the more I done heard, the more I'm hearing about it, the more I'm interested in reading it. So yeah, it's been on my list since last year. I'm gonna go ahead and read it soon. I keep seeing the recommendation. I've been seeing the recommendations in last year, around October. So yeah, it must be good. And I'm into that type of stuff too. Like I really and it sounds similar to I don't think anybody has made this connection, but when I hear about the book, it sounds like Lovecraft Country. It sounds like Lovecraft Country to me. So I really, really enjoyed Lovecraft Country, especially the. Lovecraft Country was so good. I kind of want to say I love the show better than I like the book. The book was so scary. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That book was so scary. Oh my goodness. The show, not so much, but it had its own feeling. Like the show put on. The show put on for a city. Don't get it twisted. The show put on for a city. During the show, I cried. I don't think I cried when I was reading the book. I was more scared when I was reading the book than I was sad, I think. And then when I saw the series, I cried. I bawled. Oh my goodness, I cried. Like I watched that series like two and three times, and like every time I cried. So yeah, the series is nothing to sneeze at. I'm telling you, they did a big one. And they tied the book in with the TV series, not the TV series, Lord. The show series, they tied the book in. I love that because all the while when I was reading the book, no, after I had read the book, and then the series came out, and then I was watching the series, I was like, this ain't like this ain't like that, this ain't like that. And then the show said, shh, we got you, we hear you, we got you, we here. And I was like, yes, thank you. You heard me. Oh my goodness, I was so pleased. Oh my goodness, because I was like, it ain't like that in the book. This ain't that in the book. Oh my goodness. Boy, I was jumping for joy watching that series, and I had fun comparing it to the book, and I cried and laughed and all the things, fussed and hollered. Oh, I about did that with Sarah Clark's book, Paranesi. I almost started. I almost started hollering. I, I was like, I I was speaking. I almost hollered. I was gasping for air, Lord. I was gasping. I was talking. I had to wait. I had to see what this character gonna do because I'm like, oh my goodness. Oof. I was like, what is you gonna do? What? That's how I was reading the book. I was like, I actually held it together, to be honest with you. I held it together pretty good because I just was like, I was rolling my eyes. I was shaking my head. I was rolling my eyes. I was like, oh, I was like, oh, when I was reading this, finishing up this book, finishing up that book, earlier today. Oh. I am looking forward to getting some Lovecraft uh yarn. I hadn't crocheted with Lovecraft yarn. I saw some Lovecraft yarn and I was like, is that Lovecraft yarn from the show, from the book? And I don't know if they're like actually connected, but I wouldn't mind getting me some because I do enjoy the book. I do enjoy the show, and it might not even be no relation, but I like Lovecraft. Yeah. What else? So yeah, I'm looking forward to working with that yarn and Vanna White yarn. I think that's actually is that Vanna White yarn? Vanna White has a yarn, and it might be Lovecraft. I'm not exactly sure, but if they're not the same yarn, I'm looking forward to working with Vanna White's yarn, and I'm looking forward to working with Lovecraft yarn. If they're the same yarn, I'm looking forward to working with it. Yeah. What would I make? Mm, maybe a blanket, maybe a book blanket. Perhaps. Perhaps a book blanket, something cozy. Maybe a hooded blanket. Like the possibilities are vast. So um, a blanket is on my list of things to make. Um, I was doing like a recap of or like a watch along with a different world, and I saw Jada Pickett's character wearing a crocheted hoodie or a crocheted hooded sweater, and I was thinking about remaking that. Maybe some wearables. Yeah, maybe some wearables like some sweaters, maybe some lounge pants, maybe some shirts. So speaking of shirts, I did watch the tutorial by Emmy, Hector Nuga One's channel, and I got the recipe for how to make a halter top. So I started working on that. I've been adjusting my tension or trying to figure out like what hook to use so that I can have a better tension. Uh, so yeah, I actually have been taking the workout like I don't know how many times, about 4 times to get my tension from curling and changing the hook sizes from the hook size that she says to a bigger hook size to a bigger hook size so that I can get a better look of fabric because my it wasn't looking so good. It was curled all the way up like Dr. Robotnik's mustache. So I couldn't go on like that. I had to fix that. So I'm using a bigger hook size. I done got out my size 7 hook and I think I'm gonna be able to finish the um how to top with this size 7 hook. I started it with like I don't know, maybe a 8 because my tension was so tight with the 6 and the 6.5. I tried a 6.5. So I went to an 8, I think, and then I did the stitches with a 6. I tried it with a 6.5. No, I tried it with a 6. Yeah, I tried all kinds of ways to figure out what hook I needed to use because that's one way I've seen or heard people say um, change your hook size up to help you have a looser stitching if your tension is too tight. So my tension was too tight for this particular um, pattern. So I gave myself the opportunity I needed to breathe, collect my thoughts, gather the gathering of the what I've been taught and put it to use and figuring it out. So yeah, I had to pause my work a few times, and I think I'm on the right track now. Paying attention to that tension. Um, and I like to pull my yarn a little tight, but I do feel that it does kind of. So I'm trying to figure out where that sweet spot is. Not too tight, but tight enough. I like to like gather it. Like I feel like if I don't, then that's like that it needs to be gathered, kind of sort of. So I'm figuring that out. I'm gathering it how I would like it, but I'm also trying to like move my wrist to where the enough yarn pulls up to where it doesn't matter if I pull it a little too much or not. So yeah, I'm doing the tension dance. And I've changed my hook size to my size 7. Also, I frogged my star. I did take a picture of it. I'll probably post it later. Um, it's just gonna be a picture of the star. Uh, I had started with this yarn, but because I didn't know about adding what yarn to what, I figured this yarn would be a good addition to my summer wardrobe instead of being a star sweater. So I made that executive decision to defroud the star sweater that I started and make a summer halter. So I got another pattern that I'm going to be trying, I'm going to be attempting as well. I hear it's the easiest top to make. It's chaining a lot though, like for a size, for like an adult size, like this person, she give all the sizes. She give baby sizes, adult sizes, and everything in between sizes. She give plus sizes. I don't know what size to choose. So I'm like, man, am I just gonna have to guess? But I think now that I done said that out loud, expressed myself, I think what I do is I kind of guess where I I kind of guess what size I am, like choose what size I think I am, and then crochet that size, and then try it on and see more or less change as needed. I think that's how I do that there. So I would like to give that type of try. So I'm really like focusing on this summer wardrobe. I know I didn't change the title. I need to change the title. I didn't know what to change the title to. If I wanted to change it to uh Piranesi, or if I wanted to change it to Summer Wardrobe Part 3. Susan Clark. I didn't know what to change it to, and I pressed the button before I got to change it. So let's see what can I change it to. We talked about yarn. I guess as I gave an update, I could do Part 3. And because I didn't spoil anything, I didn't go in. Oh wait, was it already Part 3? Why it look like it was that a 3 or a 2? Lord, I erased it before I seen it. Hold on. Oh, it already say Part 3. We on Part 4. Moving right along. And then I'm seeing all these Brazil shirts, crochet tops. So I'm like, I'm kind of like, I'm being inspired. I'm looking like, what green do I have? What blue do I have? What yellow do I have? Do I have the right yellow? Do I have the right green? Do I have green? I'm like, I might make me a Brazil top. Like, oh, uh, so yeah, I'm looking. I also have some more tops that I'm looking at that I might make as well. Um, but yeah, I'm looking into like the easy tops first. Um, yeah, the easy no kind of I want to say no brainer, kind of easy no brainer tops. So it'll be like more fun and less thought. And then I'll do the tops that you got to think about. Because I did do the tops you got to think about. It's a lot of thinking. The tops, the bralette tops where you make the cups. It's a lot of thought involved, especially when you do the. Actually, you know what? I'm actually better at it. I actually made a halter top this past October, and I ain't too much think nothing of it. I made those two bra cups and didn't give it a second thought. I mean, um, everything was a-okay. I was able to follow the tutorial. I think the bralette cups look beautiful. I hadn't tried it on yet, but it looked good. I mean, I don't know if it. I mean, I don't. Yeah, it look they look good. I didn't have any problem making them. I did like a stripe color effect. I did it like black and purple, and I had in mind the Prudence character from a show that I like. Prudence, Sabrina, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. That's who I had in mind when I was making that. When I was using working with those colors. When I was working with those colors, because it's actually. And then you know what? Then wait, was it Prudence? Yeah, I thought Prudence, but then Wednesday came out, and Wednesday's suits is purple and black. So I don't know which one came first. I think I had thought of Prudence. I was thinking of Prudence from Sabrina, but then Wednesday they got their purple and black going on, which I was like it could go with Wednesday's show too. Hmm. Now I think I was thinking of going with gray and black too. I could do a gray and black one. Because I think Wednesday's colors are gray and black as well as purple and black, I think. Anyways, I had fun making it. It came out looking good. And uh, I may be making some more bra cups for bralettes. And I may be making some corsets later on down the line. For now, I'm thinking getting like of the basic structures of making how to top is like helping me. It's inspiring me to have other ideas, and it's sparking creativity and what I can do. So I do like Hectanuga's channel, and I've always said when I learned to crochet, I would go back to her channel and create things that she's made that she's shown how to make. Cause I used to watch her channel before, or I used to watch her channel when I was loom knitting, and she would show how to crochet stuff, and I'd be like, ah, I don't think I'm ready for that yet. But I had my looms, so I actually I was how do you tiptoeing around crocheting, but I actually crocheted before everything, but I had stopped. So when I was like easing back into crocheting, before I grab up crochet again. I learned loom knitting, and she was showing how to crochet this bunny, and I mean she yeah, and she showed how she like made it, and I was like, well, I don't crochet, but I learned how to loom knit, so I created the bunny with my loom. But yeah, now that I've learned to crochet, I have gone back to her channel and have attempted a few things on her channel. One of them being that cardigan that I had, that cardigan pattern I fell in love with. And now this halter top. Um, so yeah, it's looking like if you know the basic like shaping of like summer tops, you can make summer tops with granny squares. Like you can make a halter top out of granny squares. And I've seen somebody make a halter top out of one granny square. And Hattanooga one, she does show how to do that. It just it just look hot to me. I don't know. I ain't did it yet. I hadn't tried it. I might need to put it on my list and try it. She take it and she make a whole square, and then she fold down one of the corners and turn it into a halter. I might need to go ahead and put that on my list. So see, what I'm doing is like building my own like summer camp crochet curriculum, and I wouldn't mind making these tops so to show myself um, these these things I can produce, create, and be self proficient. Like from be self proficient from what I produce, what I created through my summer camp craft curriculum. That's what I've actually been building. I've been building a summer camp craft curriculum. And I need to go ahead and put that on the craft curriculum because that is a simple, basic thing. Like you can make a granny square, turn it into a top, boom, self-sufficiency. You got a summer top out of a granny square that you learned how to make um, in a summer camp. I was thinking all the many, I mean, it's so many different ways. So that's why I'm not opposed to the different ways to be creative at the moment. Because I kind of was like, but yeah, I need to go ahead and embrace it, feel it, work it up, feel it, and see how it is. And I've been thinking about the yarns that I was going to use when making that square that she showed how to turn into a halter top. Also, there's different ways of turning your square. Like it don't have to be that way, but she turns it like a diagonal way. Um, Also, different shapes can create tops. I've seen people making bikinis out of bikini tops out of um, hexagons and pentagons. crochet hexagons and pentagons, and I seen somebody make bralettes out of triangles. So yeah, if you know the basic shapings, which I was learning those basic shapings with the book Every Way with Granny Crochet. You can make all kinds of stuff. You can make tank tops, you can make bralettes, you can make halter tops. I seen somebody make an outfit out of hexagons, and I just need to go ahead and give myself that space to create these things, the space and opportunity to create these things, bring them, create them, bring them into my space and actually see them and work with them, utilize them, and things like that. Instead of just looking from afar, you know, bring them into my world, and actually see how they function once I craft them up. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. I'm liking seeing my ideas spark and me going ahead and crocheting a lot of these things up. I started with the halter top. I got another pattern I'm thinking about making. And I'm thinking about a book, a book blanket. But I would like to add so much to the book blanket. Like I would like to add my Mount Rushmore, or the forefathers uh, of my forefathers into the blanket. So I've been thinking about ways of how to do that with squares and colors. Um, Maybe even some embroidery, maybe, but it might maybe some tapestry. We'll see. Uh, the tapestry is on the table. I'm gonna be doing some color work with the sweater. Possibly also some color work with my blanket. Yeah, for sure. Some blanket color works with squares and things. But yeah, those are just ideas coming together for my blankets. Um, I have created like a it themed uh, pieces, and I have showed them on the channel. You can see them in the shorts, and I have so many ideas. I guess I kind of want to do all of them because I'm like, I got this idea, I got that idea, I got that idea, and I thought I was gonna draw it all up. Um, I hadn't drawn it all up yet. Because I had started working on it. It could be so many things. So yeah, that's in the work. And then I was thinking, well, because at first I didn't want to watch the show. I've been seeing like some advertisements of the show coming up the next season, but I was like, I don't, I ain't. I'm done. You no, you don't get no backsies. What? You gonna get backsies? No, come on. Like, they already defeated you. Like, what we going back for? Like, come on. Like, that's how I'm feeling. Oh, that's how I felt. But at the same time, it was so creative. I had created. I was at the time I was reading every way with Granny Crochet, and I was learning a lot of the different shapes, and I had made some different shapes and put them all together, and I had made the little. I had made the scene from Georgie's boat ride when I was reading the book actually. Huh. Did I start crocheting all that stuff when I was reading the book? Yeah, I actually did. Or was it the show? Uh, because I was reading, I had read the book too. I kind of feel like it was the show, but also I was reading the book too, and I had got inspired to crochet the Georgie scene with him enjoying his boat. I really enjoyed that part of the book where he was enjoying his boat. Lord have mercy. That he was going this way and that way. It really is not depicted as it is in the book. It's only a little bit of what's in the book depicted in the movies. In the book, it goes on a longer and more detailed, and probably because you can twist words more than you can a visual unless you painting it or creating it with yarn. But yeah, I really enjoyed reading that scene in that book. So I crocheted some pieces depicting that scene because that scene really stood out to me when he was, oh my goodness, how he felt about the boat and how he felt like his brother would be mad at him about losing that boat. I'm like, oh my God, y'all ain't got no more paper, Lord have mercy. He could make y'all another boat. Like, that just got on my nerve. Like, what? Like, really? Your brother gonna be mad because you lost some paper? Uh-uh. I beg to differ. I hope not. I hope he wouldn't be mad because you lost some paper in some wet rain. Yeah, that's how I felt about it. Georgia acted like that was the last piece of paper in their house, Lord have mercy. And they had a paper ration going on and he couldn't get no more paper. Boy, he cherished that paper. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that scene, I crocheted some pieces. You can see it on the channel, the pieces that I crocheted. And I'm trying to, yeah, I'm gonna create with them and make something, make things. Because I got a few ideas. Well, yeah, I had a few ideas. So yeah, that's where that's going. Uh, yeah, the first season wasn't even on my list. The first season wasn't on my list. I watched it though. I watched it with a watch along. Hallelujah. I like my watch alongs. Uh, It wasn't. I didn't even put it on my list. Uh, I did do my own movie theory for it. You can read it in my shop. I did my own movie theory. I did uh, a sketch, a drawing sketch. Um, I did. Did I do a review? I might. No, not necessarily a review per se, but I did like a movie theory, my own movie theory as to um, what I was thinking about the movie. Oh no, about the show. Kind of, sort of, a little bit. You can read the blurb. It's kind of like a blurb type of blog. Yeah, I didn't know what to think of it. I honestly thought it was gonna be more tame than it was. I was shocked. Dare I say appalled even. with with one scene in particular that I had to cover my eyes on, Lord. I'm like I'm covering my eyes. Oh my goodness. So yeah, no, the second season ain't is not on my list. I enjoyed seeing the people being creative. It's been people that have made crocheted dolls of it and um journals and notebook and they've rebound their it books. They've changed the covers to their books, and that's cool to see all of those creative creations. But yeah, what's her name? Oh man, I don't even know what her name is at the moment. The main character, what was her name? Maggie? Maybe? Oh Lord. But the other girl, Ricky's mama, she was like, well, and it was Ricky's mama and the other girl, the main girl that was holding the dagger, and they was up on in their meeting place, and they was talking, and Ricky's mama, no, not Ricky's mama, Richie's mama, she was like, what if he go back in the past and boop 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 something something to our parents, and then Megan was like, that's somebody else's problem. I was like, girl, you said it there. Like she was like, I can't be worried about that. Like, girl, you see what we just had to deal with? Why would I put myself through that stress of worrying about something I can't even change? That's basically what she said. She was like, that's somebody else's problem. Oh my goodness. Like why would you live your life thinking about it? Like that's why I'm like, well, because if he knew all of that, why didn't he get their parents the first time? He done already been, around since he all what he is and who he claimed to be. Why he ain't just do all that the first time? Why he that's what's irking me. Like, why he get a second go round? Like, no, they defeated him. Let that be done. Like, you don't get no. Like, oh hell no. Like y'all you waited for these children to be born. They defeat you. Now you finna go back in time and mess with their parents. Like, no, 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 no. See, no, no, no. Like, what the fudge? Oh my goodness! Like, you ain't do it the first time. Just get out of here. Oh my goodness! What? He ain't do it the first time. And then Richie's parents, Richie's mama defeated him, and then turn around and here come Richie. Richie and them defeated him. So I mean, he must really like ass whoopings because he gonna get beat. Like, oh my goodness. Them children be having some fun. Oh boy. Oh. Oh. I did like the book. The book, I did like the book. I didn't the copy that I had at the time messed up, and I don't know exactly what part it messed up at. Like if it was at the very end and I had finished the book, or if it had some more to go. So I might reread the book. Lord have mercy. Oh, oh my goodness! It's a part in that book. Oh my goodness! Oh, oh my goodness! I don't know if I was breathing or not, Lord. I was trying to breathe. I was like telling myself, breathe, breathe, breathe. Because it's a part in that book. You think it's gonna go one way. I mean, you hoping it's gonna go one way or another way. But yeah, I don't know how far into the book the copy I had messed up at. So I'll see. I was able to get another copy. I just hadn't read it again. Um, but yeah, I did like Beverly's scene in the book. Boy, she boy, if you've seen the Boondocks with Pops, she had Pop's spirit in her. Uh, and I like how she knew she was like the way she knew she was in that relationship, like she was like dormant in that relationship. Like she knew she was like, I don't know, like charging up her powers while she was laying low dormant in that relationship. Oh, I like hearing that. Like she oof, I like that part of the book. The only thing is I kept wanting her to put on some shoes. She had went upstairs and I'm like, what you going upstairs for? I was like, well, since you up there, put you on some shoes. But when she got upstairs, she forgot about her damn shoes. I'm like, girl. You forgot your shoes. But I guess, I guess, I guess. I was like, nah, don't go back for them. Don't go back for them. Don't go back for the shoes. Nah, keep going. I mean, if you wanted to push it, you could. I don't know though. You out of there. Stay out of there. Stay out of there. Nah, you forgot your shoes. Just keep going. But that's one scene I was like, oh, because I thought about it when it happened, or when something had shattered. I was like, she ain't got on no shoes. Oh my goodness. I was like, hey. Oh, oh my goodness. So yeah. Let's see. Oh wow. It's already been an hour, Lord. Wow. I talked today, boy. Oh, I was happy. Boy, books and crochet, boy. That time be gone. Especially crochet. All right, well that'll do it. I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna end this live stream and then have my meditation. You guys can join me. I have shared my app meditation app that I utilize for my meditations, and you can click like the join thing and be part of my meditation squad. There's options for 7 minutes, I think 15 minutes, 18 minutes, and 21 minutes of meditation. So yeah, do whichever one you choose, and enjoy the videos of the wisdom of Sadhguru, and you can choose your day steps or your hopscotch. You can choose what you would like to choose for your day, like how your day went. There's a section for that. So yeah, enjoy. It's on my link tree. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Sugar Daddy. One Williams, 6'7". Thumbs up. Thank you for commenting and sharing and subscribing if you hadn't already. Also, I did want to mention that I did enjoy the Reading Rainbow marathon on Saturday. After the live stream, I went and located where I could stream it and shared my link. And let me know if you all participated and watching the marathon on Saturday. Because it ran, it was after I did the live stream, I went to see where it was streaming, and I when I located the how to get it to how I could when I set it up, when I set it up, um, the ma- marathon had already begun. So that was like 5 in the morning when I was able to tune in uh, and enjoy the marathon. And I just left it running for like almost the rest of the day, like from like 5 a.m. till I don't know, maybe one, maybe. Uh, there were several episodes, but then like they started repeating for me. I had done watched all of them, and about the second time that I saw about all of the episodes, I uh, tuned out. So that was like the start of the evening, maybe, maybe I watched it till the evening or the afternoon, somewhere in between there. So I really enjoyed it. Uh, enjoyed the theme song, hearing the theme song, seeing all the books and the recommendations and the book reviews and the stories. Um, there was a book kind of similar to, not necessarily so similar, but it had like a bit of similarity to the book I just read. And it's a children's book, and the idea of the book, not the book entirely, but what had happened in the story of the children's book, there was a boy with a paintbrush, and anything he painted, he actually was gifted a magic paintbrush, and was told to be careful of what he painted because anything he painted would become real. So with this magic paintbrush, I'll just tell you the whole story because that was told to me through the marathon. Because it's a part in this story, this book, that's similar that happens in the book I just read, just a little bit. So the boy started like painting toys and was handing out toys to the children in the neighborhood, and he would set a table out into the marketplace and um, paint, sell drawings. And somebody asked him to make him like a type of bird, and so the boy he so the paintings that he would sell, he would do something to where the pictures didn't come to life. He would like leave off an eye, and then the painting wouldn't come to life. It would just stay a painting. So he was doing that, but a drop of ink dropped where the other eye would go, and it came to life and flew off the paper, and everybody wanted that paintbrush. And then he was trying to hide, he was trying to run, but the king found out he had this paintbrush. The king cornered him, took his paintbrush, throwed him into prison, and then the king was trying to use the paintbrush, but it wasn't coming out right. So the boy that was gifted the paintbrush, he was like, "Look, tell your king." He had to get the message out. He was like, "Tell the king if you let me go, he'll stay with him and he'll paint him whatever you want to paint. He wants him to paint." Because he knew how to use the paintbrush and the king didn't. So the king agreed, let him out, and the king wanted. Now, this is where it starts getting similar to the story I just read today, that I just finished today. So the king was like, Actually, I think the king made some gold. Like he made piles of gold, but he tried to make piles of gold, but they turned into rocks. Okay, so when the boy got out of prison and got the paintbrush back, the king was like, um, I want an ocean or something like that. And so the boy, they inside the kingdom. So the king wanted an ocean inside the kingdom, inside the castle. So the boy drew the ocean inside the castle, and it had waves. And then so the king said he want a boat. So the boy drew a boat, and so they got in the boat in the castle on the ocean in the castle. That's what was in my book that I just finished reading. Not my book, but Suzanne Clark's book. And then so he was like, make the book. He want the boat to rock. So he told them to make some wind. So the boy made some wind, and so the boat started swaying. And then he made some more wind, and then the king told him to stop, but he kept making wind. And it's not known that if he heard the king say stop, or if he couldn't hear the king due to all the wind. So he kept making wind, and then like it was like the ocean was and the boat, and they all didn't make it. Everybody that was on the boat, I don't know where the heck they went because they was in the castle. But like I said, that's what happened. That was a similar case scenario in the book I just read, by Suzanne Clark, called Para 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 Piranesi. Yeah. So yeah, I just enjoy seeing like the ideas in different books and the concepts and things. That's why I read the book by Suzanne Clark, because I thought it sounded like this movie that's coming out. And I just like seeing how people like are creative, and they um, share their creativity in what they produce, such as books and crochet and things. So thank you so much, you all, for listening and dapping up the like button and subscribing and connecting with me on the social platforms, checking out my link tree. And I'm going ahead and go um, so I can do my meditation. Like I said, you guys can join me. It's on my link tree. All right. So toodaloo till next time.